dangerous disease in the world isn't a physical virus, it's unhappiness and bad luck. Some people are like walking quicksand, and as humans, our natural instinct is to help people, to save them, to pull them out. But sometimes, while trying to pull someone out of the mud, you end up sinking with them. You think you can fix them, but in reality, they slowly drain your energy, your focus, and sometimes even your opportunities. Listen carefully. In the 48 Laws of Power, law number 10 says, infection, avoid the unhappy and unlucky. But to understand the real meaning behind this law, you first need to understand how negativity spreads. Let me explain it with a story. There was a famous woman in history named Lola Montez. Powerful men who became deeply involved with her often found themselves caught in scandal and chaos. One of the most famous examples was King Ludwig I of Bavaria. He supported her and protected her despite growing public opposition. But eventually, the controversy surrounding their relationship contributed to a political crisis, and Ludwig abdicated his throne. Now here's the lesson. Chronically destructive people often have one thing in common. Nothing is ever their fault. They blame their boss, their friends, their family, their circumstances, their bad luck, everyone except themselves. And eventually, the people who constantly try to rescue them can get pulled into their problems too. Think about your own life. You probably know a friend or coworker who constantly complains, "My boss is terrible. I have the worst luck. Why does everything bad happen to me? People always treat me badly." And after spending an hour with them, what happens? You feel exhausted, mentally drained. You give them 10 different solutions, but they never use any of them. Why? Because sometimes they're not looking for a solution. They're looking for somewhere to dump their emotional baggage. And without realizing it, you've become the dumping ground. So how do you apply law number 10 to your own life? First, stop believing you have to save everyone. You are not responsible for fixing every person you meet. If someone refuses to take responsibility for their actions, constantly plays the victim, rejects every solution, and repeatedly brings negativity into your life, create distance. Protect your energy, protect your focus, protect your peace, because influence works both ways. Negativity can spread, but so can confidence, discipline, ambition, and happiness. Spend more time around people who take responsibility, people who solve problems instead of constantly complaining about them, people who are building something, people who are moving forward,